Good evening. On behalf of Team 6, I'd like to thank you for allowing us to present our consumer marketing plan on Tesla. Next slide. As you already know, Tesla is the most recognizable electric vehicle manufacturer in the market, having delivered over 500,000 vehicles in a single year with a market cap as high as 1.2 trillion. They are dwarfing valuations by their normal traditional manufacturers such as General Motors and Ford, despite delivering far fewer vehicles. Starting in 2022, many more EV models are going to be delivered to market by other startups and traditional manufacturers. And despite Tesla's phenomenal success, future success is not guaranteed. However, we believe that our proposals will help propel Tesla forwards towards future growth and prosperity. Next.
Tesla has some key internal factors that have contributed to their success. Their financial results, revenue rose over 28% or $29.5 billion this past year, yet they did lose over 21% market share in the EV market, something to be concerned about. Their key business relationships have been the US government providing $465 million in the form of a loan back in 2009 to get them started. They have some strategic partnerships, including Daimler, Panasonic, and Toyota, each of which has provided intellectual capital, as well as in several cases, funding for Tesla. Their gigafactories are key internal advantages to them, manufacturing battery cells to overcome this demand, and their core competencies have been innovation, distribution model, and their brand positioning.
The key external factors for Tesla include the demographic trends, particularly around the income and MAO, as Tesla shifts from the expensive models to economic vehicles. Macroeconomic trends such as the presence of COVID-19, the impact of the supply chain, and the ample EV selections for the consumers starting in the mid-decade. The environmental trends of shifting from carbon to green, and the debate on whether EVs are truly environmentally friendly. The tech trends such as the impact of AI, immersive digital environment, and the elevated driving experience for the consumers. The political and regulations such as the infrastructure funding for charging stations, the tax incentives, and lastly, the social and cultural trends of the digital divide and the role that the personal branding and activism plays in the whole ecosystem. Next. With respect to the SWOT analysis, Tesla's key internal strengths are its financial presence, high brand awareness and associations, and the overall leadership of Elon Musk. In terms of the external opportunities, they include the positive global attitudes toward green energy and the acceptance of digital enabled technologies such as AI. About the internal weaknesses, they include a less than optimal supply chain, a predominantly US-based sales, and the heavy dependency on Elon Musk. And lastly, the external threats include COVID-related impacts, cybersecurity, and the heavy competition starting in 2025. In terms of the strategy, Tesla should choose the position of power by focusing its internal strengths with the external opportunities to amplify the messaging, brand awareness, associations, and positive attitudes around Tesla. Next.
Based on these strengths and opportunities, we propose two strategic marketing objectives. The first is to increase revenues by 45% by the end of 2022. While this might seem ambitious, Tesla has actually far exceeded this growth in previous years. It's also reasonable given their continued expansion and building of new gigafactories to grow production capabilities. Improving revenue is of strategic value because of Tesla's relatively small cash flows compared to other auto manufacturers, and even more surprising when compared to Tesla's market cap. In addition, Tesla should continue to remain the industry leader in customer experience over the next 5 years to capitalize on their strength of consumer satisfaction. Doing so will continue to improve word-of-mouth advertising from current consumers and improve intent to purchase in the target markets, which will be discussed next.
Target market. Tesla should target both women and non-tech consumers. Women currently purchase 65% of all automobiles in the US, and Tesla's market share with females is under 50% in all models. Therefore, targeting this segment provides a significant growth opportunity. Because non-tech consumers also represent a very affluent population, Tesla can achieve higher revenue and margins by targeting this segment. According to Pew Research, the older the person, the less likely the individual would be involved in tech and social media. Tesla will need to utilize traditional advertising mediums and sales channels to reach this target segment.
In order to effectively appeal to consumers in these target markets, it's important for Tesla to go beyond demographics and make use of psychographic analysis. Previous research has shown that women have strong values related to environmental friendliness. Likely this serves as an instrumental value, while the terminal values are creating a world of beauty, as well as a sense of accomplishment. These, of course, are important factors in purchasing Tesla. In addition, it's important to understand the drivers of the existing consumers in this target market, such as a strong internal locus of control. Similarly, Tesla can capitalize on the value of environmental friendliness amongst non-tech drivers as well. They should be sure to consider this target market's desire for simplicity, convenience, and a need for understanding.
To capture the female and non-tech consumer market, 2 new Tesla models will be developed. The new model for females should be developed and informed by market research. The female model should emphasize aesthetics that appeal to female drivers, as well as interior comfort features. A new model will also be developed to appeal to non-tech buyers. This model will largely mimic the experience of a traditional automobile and will be Tesla's largest model. The technology will be simplified, but with all the tech still in place. A traditional dashboard with electronics that mimic the classic car experience will be standard. Horizontal opening doors and a physical starting key further differentiate this model from other Tesla products.
Tesla's pricing strategy will be similar to where they've seen success in the past by leveraging the consumer behavior strategies of appealing for social status and those that want to be affiliated with the wealthy class. However, we'll be recommending a few minor changes as it relates to these new models, providing additional customization for both women and non-tech users, which can command a premium price. In addition, being able to provide dealership distribution will create revenue streams through delivery fees, and they'll be to continue leveraging the increasing gas prices as another reason to look to Tesla as an advantage. Finally, they'll also be able to promote vehicle value appreciation through their ongoing upgrades to their systems and vehicles.
Currently, Tesla does not advertise, and most of the buyers are female and tech users. But to support the growth strategy of targeting women in the non-tech consumers, Tesla needs to consider investing in traditional and digital advertising, because these planned marketing efforts would allow Tesla to scale faster to compete against other automotive companies entering in 2025. The messaging will rely heavily on psychological core to elevate the consumer motivations with brand associations, consumer emotions, and customer experience. In addition, the messaging will center around converting the traditional car buyers into considering EVs, and also creating urgencies for buyers currently shopping for an EV to buy now rather than later. The digital marketing would include the likes of YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, to the traditional ads such as television, radio, and print. The messaging for women would center around the key attributes including comfort, lifestyle, safety, and success. And for the non-tech consumers, they would include simplicity, familiarity, support, and community. Next.
Channel strategy. We believe the existing channel strategy should be leveraged for women by utilizing an online shopping experience that could be curated to their taste and preferences. However, to capture the non-tech consumer, Tesla should create a marketing alliance with dealerships across the country to sell the non-tech model. This exclusive model will only be sold through dealerships, and to capture this market through their conditioning and purchasing through dealerships in this particular channel. Tesla will provide dealers with a pop-up store wrapped with marketing images that will showcase the car and leverage social proof by showcasing scenes of seniors driving. Dealers will be trained to educate the non-tech consumer on charging and familiarizing them with the simplified controls.
Since Tesla appeals to an environmentally conscious consumer base, and 69% of US women believe climate change will harm them personally, Tesla is ideally situated to appeal to female buyers. Moreover, more than 60% of women are the sole decision makers on purchasing a new car. So this is a good segment to target. With Tesla owners being overwhelmingly male, we think our proposals will be able to help break this or help to close the gap in this disparity. Next slide. Thank you for allowing us to present our proposals to you. We look forward to addressing your questions and concerns. Thank you.